Going on, Casually FC? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to our match review and reaction. I am here with my beloved panel, Winter Surfer, Real Chris. Guys, so we drew 1-1 against Salzburg. I'm not gonna say that I'm disappointed with the result, really. It is unfortunate we couldn't get a W, but I don't know what people, I guess, expected from Graham Potter's first game as a Chelsea manager. Before we go on and really talk about and dissect the game, make sure everyone who is here, you're smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. We're very, very close to 1,400 subscribers, so if you can push us over the edge to 1,400, we would be very grateful and appreciative of you, as we already are. Make sure you are smashing that like button because it does help the algorithm get us out there to more people and build this community. Speaking of community, make sure you check out the description down below for our Discord. Our Discord's pretty active. We're always chatting there and talking about football and watching games together. Make sure you're checking out Winter Surfer's Twitter as well as Chris and my other content and my other channel down there as well. And leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought about the game. But speaking of thinking about the game, Andrew, we'll start it off with you, man. What are your overall thoughts on the game? What did you expect? What happened? Whatever you want to say, brother. The floor is yours.
Well, obviously the result is disappointing. Yeah, after 2 games, you got 1 point. Some light on me. Here we go. Sorry about that. This is coming from the dark.
You're good.
Yeah. Sorry to that.
Yeah, I have a light too, Chris.
If someone's jealous.
Yeah, so obviously that is disappointing. Same issues as always for me is the finishing.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I thought actually we moved the ball a lot quicker.
Yes.
From midfield. I thought the midfield were passing the ball forward a lot more. I thought Ziyech was very good today. In both sides, defensive, and I thought he actually carried Kovacic a lot during this match. He was very good, and he was doing some of the passes I've wanted him to do, trying to find at least movement forward. A lot of block shots. Decision making in the final third is still a big issue. The likes of Havertz and Mount, the decision making is very poor when it comes to the final third. Thiago Silva very rarely going to have to record. He made a mistake. That was on him. As much as people will say, "Oh, if we had Fofana or Koulibaly or something like that." Remember, Aspie did get a cross. It just deflected off his leg. And Essentially, so Aspie did all he could. Listen, the result is the main thing. It's a disappointing result, and it leaves us needing to win or not to lose. Need at least once against Milan and get a point somewhere, but we're in an uphill fight. But I thought there was positive signs in all areas apart from finishing. Although Sterling's goal was a great finish, Sterling. Other than that, same usual thing. Ziyech, Jesus H Christ Almighty, good Lord, another stinker from Ziyech. Just this overall, honestly, and you could hear it in the crowd as well. Now you could hear it in the home crowd. There was a difference when he missed something or didn't do right. There was a difference. You could hear it in the crowd. But we're in finishing. It's finishing again. It's finishing.
We're in a pickle. That's for sure.
We're in a big pickle, and I'm sorry to say this. I have confidence we're going to go through still. Okay? I'm still confident, but listen, we are going to have to. We need to win definitely in the next game at home to AC Milan. It has to be a win no matter what, no matter how we play. It's all about the results now, really, instead of how we play. So, but I thought there were encouraging signs. Disappointing. There's no game for 3 weeks now, so but maybe it gives Potter more time.
That's a blessing for Chelsea.
Yeah, maybe it gives him more time to rinse out the crud and realise who he can and cannot rely on, essentially. going forward.
The Queen passed away for Graham Potter. Respect the Queen.
Okay. Okay.
Real.
I don't know. I don't know what the segue is for that, but okay.
I don't know. Chris, your thoughts on the Queen and King Graham Potter and his football today?
no politics here, yeah, but like
No. By the way, I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to interrupt you. By the way, I will be sending out the link towards the end of the stream, so stay tuned, stay posted, guys. The link will be out towards the end. So keep your jimmies in the spliff, Jimmy. And real Chris, what are you saying, bro?
Like I said, I'm actually quite disappointed today because I thought a nice, comfortable win, even with like a new manager. With everything going on, I still thought a nice, easy win because Ace, like we are got Ace in our next game, but yeah, just disappointed in the game. Like Kai Havertz not doing much. What are you doing that face?
No, because you're saying you were like confident we were gonna win, but
yeah,
it's like, have you not watched our last few games?
No, but you know how it is with a new manager bounce, and it's kind of got me.
Surely you didn't know we were gonna win.
I said at Marshall we're gonna like win comfortable. Now we just like drew 1-1 horribly. So I'm not even confident for the group now because we've got AC Milan next, and I don't know where we go from here. Maybe we get to Europa League spot. I don't know, but I'm not confident at all. And like Kai Havertz showing nothing. I did like Aubameyang today. He was making great runs and had a good shot or two. Sterling. Up and down, he's making me frustrated at moments, like not releasing the ball, but then he did score and had some moments like that. Mason Mount definitely improved today. I don't know if it's because he played actually a number 8. I think he did a lot better, compared to how we've been playing this season. So yeah, I thought Mason Mount looked a lot better, but he did get assist as well to Sterling. At least he's got something. You're not liking that, Andrew.
That is not an assist. He did not.
He did cross it.
Sterling.
Oh yeah, he probably. Okay, I agree with that.
No,
he probably
didn't.
didn't.
All the way. All the way, yeah. It's because
no, I do agree with that. That's like maybe Johnny Seamus.
Oh yeah, he will claim it's an assist.
Yeah. He did
Of
put the
course.
ball in there.
Actually, factually, it is an assist. But what I'm saying is that it's like
it wasn't intentional.
It's like if it had bounced off him and then the striker had scored. It's like that. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. It was like
he didn't mean to go to Sterling, but he meant to go somewhere in the box, like
Sterling. Just not all the way over.
Yeah, it went really far back, but yeah, it's a great finish from Sterling. In all fairness, as well. Jorginho, I thought Jorginho did really well today. Same with I don't know. I thought Kovacic was a bit better than Jorginho because you said Jorginho helped Kovacic a lot, but I thought Kovacic was everywhere, even bombing it forward into the box. He was kind of everywhere for me. I thought defense was kind of decent. Had that one little moment with Thiago Silva and maybe Aspie. I thought Kepa might have saved as well because it's kind of underneath him. But yeah, we did have that little slip up. I really feel like we should have grabbed the 3 points today, though. It just felt like it's there for the grabbing. They didn't really do much. I can't lie, they didn't do much except for that moment, as I remember, that only one moment. And we didn't take our chances a lot of times. Broja had a really good chance, though, didn't he? He volleyed it, but kind of swung it. I thought maybe that could have gone in. So
Ziyech the goalkeeper as well.
I think Ziyech has given up on Chelsea. I can't lie. I don't think he wants to be here.
So here's the thing about Ziyech. Ziyech confuses me because it's like now we have a new manager. Now you have this opportunity to really perform and make your name in the group or stamp your name into the starting lineup, and you put on a performance like that where I agree. It looked like
games as well, and back-to-back Champions League games.
Yeah, it's like what you guys said. It seemed like he just wasn't about it. I would argue that the Dinamo game he looked more enthusiastic to create something than in this game. In this game, shots were. These crosses looked like they were shots, and they barely had any bite to them. And
it's weird. They're on his left. You can't even go. Oh well, we know his right's weaker. It's on his left. It's like that shot. That it was sort of like a half volley, from across. It's like, do you know what? You need to make better contact with that man because that was like a pass back in the end. It was.
I'm starting to wonder if, like, the fact that he isn't with his family anymore in the Netherlands is really starting to really affect his ability, and maybe that's why he wants to go back to Ajax.
I will say this: some players aren't suited to leagues.
Yeah,
I don't think he is. He's not. No, I know he's not suited. The pace of it, he always wants to, and he always.
This is a Champions League game, even.
I know, but he's even gonna it's like. Oh, it's on his left foot. We know what he's going to do. He's going to whip it in. All right.
Yeah.
Whipping it in's fine, but make sure someone's there. Do you know what I mean? Or whipping the ball in when it's got, purpose. Something like that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even understand sometimes why we even play him on the right. He's so left-footed. And it's not as if he can beat a man either. Do you know what I mean? It's like, he's not got a trick.
Yeah.
Not like a Mahrez. Do you know what I mean? Who can do something and then beats a man like that.
Who's making excuses?
See, no, but I'm saying, I just think it could be something that, him not being around his family that meant a lot to him is just causing him to be, because he's not a bad player. I'm not going to sit here and say he's not a good player. He is a good player. On his day, for Chelsea, he's very creative, and we just don't have attackers that can put away the fucking ball at the end of his crosses or whatever.
Do you know what? I don't think he is.
You disagree?
I don't think he is.
Okay.
I think he is an aesthetically pleasing player, like that.
Okay.
You look at his stats, and he's a comps player. He's like that. I just don't think he. The thing is, I don't know what you'd have to give him. You'd have to build your team around him to get the best out of him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you have to then compensate for his weaknesses, and we can't do that. And I don't. We're not. He's not good for us. Whether he'd be for something else, that's another discussion. But for us, I don't see what he does for us, and we're not going to get the best out of him, and he's not going to help us. So that's why it was he needed to go. He needed to go.
No, I agree. He should have, when a player's mentality is already that he wants to leave the club, I think that is a time when you need to let him go. Right now, he is playing in this team that he doesn't want to be a part of. I think I do agree to a certain extent he is done with Chelsea. Even with the new manager, I don't think he wants anything to do with the English Premier League. I don't think he wants anything to do with the squad he's involved in. Yeah, he's friendly with them, but it's just they don't play to his strengths. Graham Potter's obviously going to make what he can of the tools that he has in his disposal.
Yeah.
Right? So I believe that it is very possible that, and hear me out, I know some of the fans are not going to like what I'm going to say, but I believe there is a possibility that, like what Andrew was pointing towards about having a team that revolves around him, I think it's very possible, and especially today that we saw how when we were defending in a 4 at the back, almost a 4-2-3-1, which was very unorthodox, but I can almost see Graham Potter trying to put Ziyech as a number 10 and giving him the reins to try to create on the left, try to create on the right, try to create through the middle. Because let's have it right, we don't have a creative midfielder. We don't. Our best creative midfielder, you would argue, is either between Jorginho or Mount, and that's painful to even say. You would have to say that maybe Ziyech in the middle role could do something as a creative midfielder. Who knows? Out of all the players, out of all of our attackers, I would put my money on Ziyech to be the creative one for the team. And I don't know what you guys think. You guys probably hate me for saying that.
Sorry, I disagree. I don't think he has that. I really don't. I don't think he.
Because he did do it at Ajax.
But it's a different.
I agree.
You're allowed to do that. That's why I was like, when he was linked to AC Milan, or I was like going, yeah, that suits him because, it suits his pace and everything. I just don't think he's that player. I don't think he's got it in him. I don't think he's got that goal in him.
It is up to Potter to figure something out for him. If a player's going to be disgruntled, hey man, use that masters you got, that emotional intelligence, emotional psychology, and figure out something for Ziyech, because hey, there is potential in this player. I don't think he's a bad player. I just think maybe this league isn't suited for him. And we have seen Ziyech in very good moments, Champions League moments, Man City moments. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like he's been bad his whole freaking career, or his whole career under Chelsea. That's just delusion. But all right, let's go away from Ziyech, and I want to talk about that goal we conceded. All right, so a lot of you're the first person I've heard say that Thiago Silva was at fault, and you know what? I'll give that a little. I don't think Thiago Silva necessarily made a mistake, but it was just a bit of unfortunate positioning and unfortunate slide that caused him to not have full control of the ball. Maybe, right? When you look back at the goal we conceded, a lot of people are going to put it on Aspie, and I understand why. And to a certain extent, I actually do think most of the blame goes on Aspie, because when you look at the run that was being made, and I forgot the fella that scored. I'm sorry. He cuts back, and Aspie. What's up, Chris?
I remember some Nigerian guy, because that guy in Discord said.
Oh yeah, the Nigerian. I forget his name. I'm sorry. So Aspie was following his man up until the Nigerian cut back, and then that's where Aspie lost track of him, and then he ended up scoring. Aspie did the best he could in that situation. I don't know what people are saying about Kepa. Kepa tax. So Kepa, I don't think even Mendy would have saved that, to be honest with you. So it's not like Kepa was wrong to start Kepa because of the goal we conceded. I think that's absurd, but I don't know. What do you guys feel about the goal we conceded? Was it Aspie completely, or was it maybe Thiago Silva should have done better, or should we have had a foul? Because I was also of the mindset that maybe we should have had a foul, because Kova was all the way up at the attacking third, and I thought Kova was out for the game at that point. He looked like he really got hurt in that impact. So Chris, I don't know what you have to say about that whole situation.
Maybe it was just sloppy in general, like the whole situation. Thiago Silva, Aspie, on the because we did get caught out on the counter, and. Like people do. I think Aspie's probably took most of the blame, like of everybody saying, because he didn't mark the person well enough, maybe. But Andrew said it took a deflection. Is that correct? And that's why kind of steered to the player more. I think
Aspie got a foot on it, and it just deflected, and it was kind of out of Kepa's reach, from what I could tell. I might have to rewatch it, but it looked like it took a deflection. Yes.
I just think we just got caught out on the counter. It was the counter that did take us, and Thiago went in for a slide tackle, as I remember, but didn't get it, and obviously then he pulled it in, and they scored underneath Kepa's arms, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I just think we just got caught out on the counter, and it's just
I think it was. I really.
We should
go ahead, Chris.
You can maybe always expect to concede a goal, but we just didn't score enough today. That's the matter of the fact to me. We could have more goals.
To me, that goal didn't seem like the goal we conceded against Salzburg, which it was clearly Fofana, you overstepped the man way too much, and Koulibaly completely missed the header, or even previous goals we conceded where Mendy makes an error. I don't think there was necessarily an error in that. I think the players just got unfortunate turn of events. Yeah, I think they just got caught out. It was a unfortunate turn of events. I can't. Yeah, Aspie probably should have done better to mark his man, and maybe you could argue Thiago Silva doesn't make that challenge. But I don't know. Andrew, what do you think about that I don't know, bocce goal?
Well, yeah. Thiago
Jesus Christ. I love having Go AM in the chat. Right. Ladies and gents, smash the like for Go AM in the chat.
Yeah.
Respect the Queen. Jesus.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Wow.
Guys, this is what Go AM does, man. He comes into the streams, he says some wild shit, and he just takes you out of it.
Yeah. Sorry about it, Go AM.
It's all good.
Yeah. Thiago made the mistake.
Okay.
Really, well, I'll say Thiago was culpable in that not getting the ball out or tackling properly. I don't know what happened, whether he mistimed it or something like that, and it bounced the ball. And it was crossed in. I don't know whether I don't know whether even the goalie could have maybe come out a bit quicker than that. Dave gets across, but it deflected off him. I don't know whether Kepa you can even blame Kepa really for not even saving it if it deflected off him.
Yeah.
Maybe if he hits it straight, maybe Kepa does save it. I'm just not 100% sure, you know. But it's one of those things in the Champions League. In any game, if you don't take your chances, you're going to get punished. It can happen.
Yeah.
That's what we've done. Yeah. We've done it to other teams, you know.
And the thing is, like, this goes on to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is it relates to this comment. To me, this was Potter's first game with different players, and they're in the newish system. I've seen a lot of things I like, and things will get better. So I don't know about you guys, and take what I say with a pinch of salt, just because I wasn't able to fully view the game. I was partially at work, and then I really got to sit down and watch the last half hour of the game. But I was watching the game throughout. I just wasn't paying that close attention. But from what I could tell, it seemed that at times we just looked like we were playing the same system under Tuchel, which it was kind of expected because we did know that Graham Potter was playing with a 3 in the back system and sometimes with 4 over at Brighton. But, you know, earlier Chris said that, you know, he wasn't really happy with the game. I think that this is definitely an improvement from Zagreb. I know that it's Potter's first game, and I can't expect things to just change like that overnight. But I did like that we were creating more chances, and I did like that our players were looking a lot better in the attack, at least. And I can't believe I'm even saying this, but like I would argue that the man of the match performance was Mason Mount.
No, what? Mason Mount, man.
No, from what I can tell,
yeah, I can tell you didn't watch
Mason. Shut the fuck up. Mason was creating a lot more than usual. He was getting more involved in the game. He was definitely more involved than Havertz, from what I can tell.
Well, yeah.
And maybe it's just Mason trying to impress the manager. This happens all the time, right? But from what I could tell, Mason looked like he was up for it. And I mean, you could argue Jorginho's up there too, Kova as well, but I don't know. To me, it just looked like the attack looked like they were up for creating more chances than what we've seen in the previous past games under Tuchel. But again, there's no finishing. There's not connection with Aubameyang, which is unfortunate. And I don't want to see Aubameyang turn into another Romelu, obviously. And we have Raheem, which, again, with Raheem Sterling, this was expected. He's going to hold on to the ball for longer than he needs to. And sometimes he's going to make the wrong decision or be stuck in whether or not he's going to shoot or if he's going to pass. But, Andrew, I'll pass it off to you. I said a lot of things there. Your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to praise him for trying running around and energy-wise. I'm not going to do that because he should be doing that. His decision making is still sus. Not sus. It's bad in the final. His passing as well. Some of his passing was not very good. It was not. He didn't even look. He had his head down. He was passing, like trying to pass it forward. Most of it went to when he was playing century. Most of it, when he was passing it inward, didn't really go to the forwards. When he moved a bit wider, he was okay. It wasn't an atrocious performance or anything like that. It was just I thought his first half was better than his second half, in my opinion. Nice little turns here and there, but there wasn't anything where I go, "All right, I get it." I really point to everyone's going, "Oh yeah, well, looking at he already got an assist. Did he? Might have come for Aubameyang, so it might not even count as an assist, but." I don't know, man. It's just. I keep asking. I don't ask this question, but I wanted to ask this question. It's like, what does he excel at? When you think of a
pressing
trait, and you can't put pressing or running, what does he excel at?
Shit, running was my second option.
Tapping a badge, kissing a badge.
He's good at making minerals, Winter Soldier. What else did you?
I think Marshall saw Johnny's tweet saying Mason Mount man of the match.
No, I'm not on Twitter. He
did actually say that, so I don't know.
Why are you surprised, man?
I'm not surprised. I knew you'd say.
Mason Mount is for Johnny. Mason Mount is man of the match even when he's in the bench.
Yeah,
so it doesn't even matter.
I just don't. I don't know how you can put him above at least like Kovacic or Jorginho, because them two was the two better midfielders in that midfield. Like Mason Mount is definitely his best game all season, no doubt. Like he was shit all season. Like
maybe that's why he stood out to me then, because I haven't seen Mason Mount perform that well in ages.
I thought he was okay. I did say I was like a little bit shameless, like he got assist, like Andrew's right, like it wasn't meant for Sterling. It was a lucky assist, but he did get it. But like Jorginho and Kovacic to me were like levels above like Mason Mount today. I thought Jorginho was like way better, like tackling, like controlling it, and he was doing through balling like people wanted. He was creating. If we're doing man matches, my man match was. I would give it to Kovacic, but like I think either the two, because they're both brilliant. Like Kovacic was everywhere for me. Like he was like holding the ball really well, dragging people out, passing it well. But then you could say Jorginho, because he was defending well as well and through balling and everything. So both of them were brilliant. But saying Mason Mount, I don't know about that, Marshall.
I have to watch the game again.
You saw
I'll admit, I'll admit, I was in the middle of work while the game was on, and I was watching it and working and driving. I was doing a lot. Okay, I was doing my best, but I'll rewatch the game, and this weekend when we do another show, I'll come back with another analysis of it. See if I'm still holding myself to that judgment, but guys, make sure you are smashing that like button. It does help out the channel. We'll be sending you out the StreamYard link soon so you can have a say and put me in a spliff, because I know some of you want to put me in a spliff for the things I've said today. But how do you feel about the differences that we saw in oh boy, oh Jesus, okay, here we go. Go ahead. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Marshall, how torn will you feel when we are in a relegation battle but Boehly signs Criminaldo to win the dunk contest all-star settings? Thank you, Go AM, for the super chat. I look, okay, I mean, I didn't want to really talk. I wanted to save the Boehly commentary for this weekend, but I don't know. I'm not upset with Boehly. I truly think Boehly net positive for Chelsea so far. I'm not going to lie. Even with the manager sacking, it makes sense from what he's saying and what we've heard from the Athletic and everything. There was just but like even the Athletic was reporting that there was just differences between the managers, and Tuchel was very closed off, and you can't have a working relationship when it's very one-sided.
Discuss like meetings and all that shit.
No, and I agree with it. That's what I mean. Like I just think it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
it's just a partnership that was not meant to be, and it sucks.
Maybe Tuchel just needed that director of football, so he didn't have like Todd Boehly in his ear.
Yeah, I think if anything, I think we should have started off with the director of football from the very jump. But things happen. It is what it is, and we are where we are, and we have Potter. And speaking of Graham Potter, did you guys notice any differences that you liked? Anything that you didn't like? I mean, personally, I like that we're experimenting with a 4 in the back, and that when we were defending with the 4 in the back, we actually didn't look that bad. I was very nervous about it. The amount of times that Thiago Silva had to come out and do his tackle and Aspie was put to work, it did make me nervous not having the other defenders to back him up. Like if they were beaten, that's it. It was just Aspie or Thiago Silva, both who have no legs to catch up to a defender. But I like that, even with the 4 in the back, we looked okay. And we were making triangles again, and there was more link-up play than what we've been seeing. And even the substitutes, I like the substitutes. And you know what? With this manager, I think I could finally say that maybe Broja will get a shout. If Havertz doesn't pull through, If Aubameyang still is isolated and can't seem to find his way into the system, maybe Broja gets the shout. And to be honest, what I saw from Broja today, I liked it a lot. He missed 2 chances, but hey, if you give him 90 minutes, maybe he'll miss 4 chances, but he'll score 1 in. You miss 100% of the chances you don't make, so...
Yeah, that's the point. You're right. It's one of those. It's what does he? I didn't like. Listen, I liked. Listen, I thought the ball. I thought we moved the ball a lot quicker. I thought we progressed a lot quicker. I thought we did.
God damn it, go here. Oh my days, Zorro. Okay, yes.
I thought we moved the ball a lot quicker from midfield. People have been complaining about that. Getting up to the strike, getting up to the forwards. No, I thought some of the passing was good. I thought
Jorginho's passing.
Yeah, I thought they were good.
Yeah.
I thought it was what it has been all along, not a midfield issue. The midfield issue was an issue under Thomas Tuchel because he restrained them. He restrained them for doing what they want to do. Yeah, we all saw it. We all see it. We see it in the difference in the game last week to this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He restrained them. I have no doubt tonight, if we had Thomas Tuchel, we would have lost that game tonight.
Hate to say it, but
I think we would have.
Could have gone either way from it felt.
I think we would have lost that game if we had Thomas Tuchel tonight, man. And listen, what I didn't like is that he bought on Ziyech. Hopefully now he understands, and I'm telling you right now, the crowd don't like that. Home crowd do not like Ziyech. The majority of them. You heard it. I said it earlier. It's different. It's a different thing. You know what I mean? It's like when Broja missed it, it was like, oh, what a chance. When Ziyech missed something, it was like, oh, what the, something like that. It was.
Is it with the header?
Very different.
About?
That header. That weird header. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was going to cross it back to the middle, but he went for the goal. Ziyech really wanted a goal. You could tell everything was centered around scoring a goal.
Yeah, just I have it. I'll just send it over there.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
I don't think he cares anymore. He's just not happy at Chelsea.
I don't know, Chris. What do you think about what you've seen of Potter Ball so far, though?
Okay, like Andrew said, we was moving quicker. We was even through balling a lot more. Our midfielders doing a lot more to help the attack. But there's still a lot of same issues. And I'm not saying this is not me talking about managers. It's just there's still same issues with these attackers sometimes. They don't know how to put in the net half the time. But yeah, we did move the ball faster. There wasn't a whole lot to say because to me it felt like a bit like Tuchel's system and maybe Potter's attacking away. Maybe it's a bit different in how we attack, but it felt like a bit like Tuchel's system. Still, we did play obviously Potter just played back three as well, but we did play the back three as well with it, with the shape. We just moved the ball quicker and through board it a bit more. I can't see much difference, too much, but that's all I can think of, really, Marshall.
Chris, this comment is directed at you. I know you want to.
I can't. I don't know. There's a side of me wish not Tuchel. Timo might have stayed under Potter, and maybe Timo would have been cooking. Who knows? I would love to see Timo do so well under Chelsea because I did like Timo, but we move on.
Chris is still heartbroken.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see Timo again.
Yeah. So I did send out the link. Guys, make sure you are smashing that like button. Let's get that up to 15, please. Maybe even 20. Why not? Let's be ambitious. But if you want to come in, I know some of you want to put me in a spliff. Look, take it easy on me, all right? Be respectful. No isms. No sus shit on camera, or you will get banned. But the StreamYard link is up there for you guys to join. Make sure you click on it and have your say. But I did want to continue talking about do you guys I personally feel that we're still going to make it out of the group stage. There's no way we don't. I think
don't think so.
I think this team has this tendency. This team has the talent to beat all these teams in our group easily. We could win the rest. We can win from here until we play against Zagreb again. We can go undefeated. I really do believe that the team has the talent to do it. It's just a matter of the mentality. I think when it comes to AC Milan, we will step up. We will see whoever plays step up and play their best possible game, including Mount or Havertz. I'm more inclined to believe Havertz will do it, but I really think we'll be okay. I think people are overreacting a little about the whole. We're probably going to be hearing da 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 Europa sound again and all this shit, but you got to remember too, like AC Milan can easily bottle some results as well. Like it's not just us. I really think give Potter time, and there will be results. When is the next time we play in the Champions League? Next Wednesday, or we have to, or next Tuesday, or we have to wait 2 weeks?
We in national break, then we play October 1st against Palace. And then I think it's October the 4th or the 5th against Milan.
Oh, God. There is an international break. That means I got to give you guys content. So what are you guys' thoughts on us making it out of the group stages then? Andrew, we'll start with you.
Well, at the moment, I still think we will. It really all depends on this game against Milan. The first one, especially. We need a win. Because then we need to go to Milan and get something. Because Salzburg play Dynamo Zagreb, and I don't think that's a foregone conclusion. Because I think they might take points of each other. Because Dynamo, I know they lost 3-1 Milan, and Milan scored some good goals today, but Zagreb had chances today, so they could cause them. Salzburg, I didn't think were that anything today. I know we weren't the greatest, but Salzburg really didn't do anything today. I think they had like one shot in the first half Kepa saved, and then like a header in the second where it was free, but didn't really do anything. So I think they might take points off each other. So we just can't lose any of these games against Milan.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. I think we can make it. I just don't know. I'm just more positive that we can make it. I'm just seeing a lot of people in their feelings in like Twitter and group chats and everything like that. So
yeah, in this chat even.
Yeah, it's like oh Christ Almighty.
Real Chris, what about you? What makes you think we're not going to make it?
We might make it, luckily, but like it's gonna be close. Like I'm not confident against either AC Milan because we might have the same issues. We might not even finish our chances. We might concede a sloppy goal or not. But like, it's definitely gonna be close. I think. I don't think we're gonna make it maybe and just get Europa League and maybe Potter wins Europa League. I don't know. But I'm not confident we're gonna make it out. And I'm not even gonna talk about after the group stage. There's no point. But
I do want to remind people, and Chris included, that Milan also drew against Salzburg.
Yeah, I know.
1-1.
But they also beat.
So it's not like we're that far off from like people are saying that we're bottom of the table, sure, but it's not like we can win and then completely turn that around.
The plus side is we do play both the teams we drew and lost to again, and hopefully we can correct our mistakes and beat both. And maybe beat AC Milan once, then we've got 10 points, and that should be enough. But
if we beat AC Milan once, then I think we can jump up to
give me more
first
confidence
place.
if we beat AC Milan. If we don't beat AC Milan, then that's where my confidence are in a gutter. But yeah, if we do beat AC and then we correct our mistakes with the two teams where we should beat them, because we the team where we lost to, their team was 5 million or something, I think, and our team's with shit tons. So we should correct our mistakes and go and beat them and show obviously we're not that shit to go out the group stage. But I'm not too confident. I'm a bit like Andrew like that. Who knows? This Chelsea team could just let us down. I don't want to be hopeful and positive about it.
I don't know, man. I feel and Hasan, we'll come to you, brother. I don't know. I just feel that I do have faith that Potter will get a result. I think this man is gonna do his homework. He has more time to train with the team and really perfect, or not really perfect, but really begin to instill his method of football and such into these players. And look, even for his first match against Salzburg isn't, they're not a washed up team either. They're a decent side. Obviously, we're better quality. We should be winning those games, but people were worried about, Potter has no experience in Champions League and yada yada and all this and that. But I think for where the morale of the players are, the players he's working with, and where their mindsets are, and having taken the team from Tuchel and to play at Stamford Bridge at that, I think Potter did a pretty solid job of getting us a decent result at least. Hasan, what are you saying, brother? Welcome to the channel.
Thanks, man. My first thoughts was I was expecting a manager bounce. I was expecting multiple players to turn up, play through balls, play fluid attacking football. But I think he just came to the conclusion that it's the same old players letting the same managers down. It's just like...
Do you think it's too soon to react to that, though?
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
Don't you feel like it's too soon to be saying that kind of stuff, though?
I mean, is it though? Because besides that little manager bounce, which was meant to help the manager, it's just raising more questions for him. I feel like he's going to be the scapegoat now that Tuchel's been sacked. And I know for a fact it's the players. And I've always said that I'm not going to blame Graham Potter. I'm going to blame Boehly for picking him and identifying him as the right man. And I feel like Boehly's got a couple of windows to sort it out, because otherwise he's going to get the blame.
All right. Hasan, you're Boehly out pretty much.
No, I'm not Boehly.
No, you are, man. Come on. This is like the second time we talk about this, and even if he doesn't sack Tuchel, don't you think that the results still would have
I'm not
kept
Boehly out.
happening?
It's just that he's raised a lot of my concerns and questions, and him picking Potter is very questionable. Because
That's the only thing. What else has he done that raises your concerns and questions, though?
Because we are now, for me, I feel like we've taken a step backwards, and we are a couple of years away more from competing for leagues and Champions Leagues than we were with Tuchel in charge.
I disagree, man. I disagree. Tuchel had lost the dressing room, lost the faith.
That's what I mean.
Sorry, man. Tuchel was playing some of the worst football.
Andrew, what's stopping these players from throwing Potter on the bus under 18 months? We're going to have the same old cycle again.
What will stop it is the ownership saying, nah, this is our guy. So you either play or you get lost. That would be it.
He is known for not known, but he's booed out a bunch of players already. Tuchel.
Yeah, we've actually paid.
Lukaku went in a season, 100 million.
We've actually ended people's contracts.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing. Everyone's like, I think everyone's so in there. I've never seen a reaction like even Frank didn't get this much. Like Tuchel's like, it's like.
I really like Tuchel.
Let's have a round of applause on the 21st minute. He's not died.
I know he's not died. It's respect,
ridiculous.
Though.
The actual butt hurtness. It's like teenage girls when their favorite boy band breaks up. It's pathetic. Absolutely.
Listen, the Beatles affected me in a very personal way, okay?
I wish this fan base would grow up. I really would. Oh, it's so heartbreaking. He's gone. He should have been given more time. Tuchel was playing some of the worst football ever at Stamford Bridge. It's even some of the worst, some of Conte's second season football. It is boring, predictable, dull, and ended up with nothing. Now, what you can say is the forwards, so most of these forwards at this club are crap, yeah. And I don't think any manager would have successful at them. But you've got to then make the other side of the game strong. And he had lost that. Defensively, we were atrocious under Tuchel the last 50 games.
We conceded 9 in the Premier League.
We conceded double of what he conceded in the first. He'd lost it. He'd lost it because of his stubbornness and because of his arrogance. And to actually think, let's give him more time. I tell you right now, we would have lost tonight with Tuchel in charge. We would have lost.
Yeah, and here's the other thing to add on to Andrew's point. And by the way, Andrew, you can't be talking that badly about Thomas Tuchel. Yeah, that's we'll be going backstage, bro. Please, but no, and I have to agree with Andrew though, because like, okay, Hasan, let's assume that Roman, because you like Roman, I think we all do, right? We all respect Roman for what he's done for the club. But even under Roman, if Tuchel kept going in this form, he would have gotten sacked. And then what? Like, we would have been the same situation.
He sucked, and he would be in the. But the difference is, Roman would try to find a similar caliber manager. He would have just downgraded like this.
Ooh.
Well, he'll find
There's
someone.
no one out there, Hasan.
Ooh. Because I like Hasan, like you gotta remember, Hasan, we even on this channel, we were the ones on this channel, whoever and anyone in the chat saying Tuchel out, we always said, who are you gonna replace Tuchel with? Like at the time, only Pochettino was like the only viable option because he was unemployed.
For a good reason.
Yeah. And Jimmy, I see you backstage. I'll let you on in a minute because I know you're going to try to put me in a split. So I want to have people have some time.
So I was going to say Andrew as well. The thing with Andrew, and I think you're correct, Andrew, is that Thomas Tuchel lost the dressing room. Yeah.
Someone's got an echo, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I muted Hasan. I muted you. Sorry.
And I think I agree, and I've been saying this point that I think the way that the dressing room is lost is from the transactioning from the manager to the players and the speeches that deprive from that. But the man in the middle for me is the captain. And when the captain isn't translating the manager's responses from the manager to the player, it's not going to correlate with what the manager's saying. And that's for me, Azpilicueta is a main issue in this. And even under Graham Potter, he's still a main issue. This guy is a legend in the books, but he's unfortunately doing more harm than he's doing good. And I think this guy absolutely needs to leave. I think he's a major problem.
But Tuchel wanted to stay back. Tuchel wanted to
Right.
And that's gonna piss him off. He respected him.
Why do you see Aspie as like the major problem? Because he's not gonna be like a main guy at Chelsea. Like he's just a bench guy. He started today, but because he's the captain.
No, but I think he has zero leadership qualities. I've been saying he has.
No,
zero
he is a
leadership
leader. He's maybe not a leader like John Terry or nothing, but he is a leader.
Boys, hold up. I do need to read the super chat. $5 super chat from Guyan. Guyan29. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate it. It does help out the channel. And if you guys would like to donate super chat or super thanks, the option is available. This perception that Tuchel lost the dressing room is ridiculous. Boehly gave us the reason in the interview. Europa League, it is this season.
No, first of all, and I know Josh was put in the chat, maybe he's not lost the entire dressing room. It doesn't matter if you lose the entire dressing room, half of it, or a third. The issue is negativity will spread throughout that entire dressing room quicker than positivity will ever spread. There are cliques in that dressing room. There are bonds in that dressing room far stronger than that with any manager. Okay, it's just they see each other socially. They talk to each other socially, behind each other's back, behind the manager's backs. It spreads. Same thing happened with Lampard when he isolated Alonso. Alonso looked like very popular in that dressing room. Spread, why are you doing this to these players? Why are you doing Rudiger? Why are you doing it to Rudiger? Why are you doing this to Christensen? The same thing. If Tuchel lost any part of that dressing room, whether it's the attack or the midfield or whatever, we're hearing stories that Thiago Silva was not happy with how he was being used with his minutes. We heard that over the last couple of days. So it's not possibly just the attack. It's supposed to be different parts of this. And we kept saying you can't use Thiago Silva for 90 minutes back to back over 3 games. And that was Tuchel was doing. You can't keep playing this person here. You can't go, I've got Gallagher, he's the next Kante, stuff like that. It's just one of those things.
If what the Athletic and various reports says is true, and he actually took a group of the dressing room that wanted to play and then had a separate meeting with a group of the dressing room that didn't want to be a part of the team, that right there, you're already and on top of that, the other group that wants to stay sees other players that don't want to be in this club play ahead of them. That's already gonna I don't know what's true or not, but if this is being reported multiple times, you gotta take into consideration that maybe there are things that Tuchel was doing behind the scenes in that dressing room that were being divisive in the locker room, and you could see it in the spring training games that we had, or not spring training. I'm sorry, the preseason games.
Though, did he?
But it's reported that he.
I know, but if Matt Law reported, I would definitely probably believe it.
But it's reported. It's reported he had 2 meetings.
Yeah.
2 with the ones he wanted to stay or wanted to stay, and 2 wanted to leave. Yeah, or do you want to, wanted to leave, and then he was still playing those who wanted to leave and leaving out those who wanted to stay.
So
that right there is just already being divisive. You're losing a lot. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like I know he bought on the side. I know. That's what I mean. It's like when he bought Ziyech on against Leeds. Ziyech left that game to go to Amsterdam to negotiate a transfer. He doesn't get it. He then brings Ziyech on against Southampton to play a full 90 minutes, by the way. He didn't sub him. And then he brought him on last week. And right, you know what I mean? It's like we kept this whole thing of somehow we have to absolve Thomas Tuchel of everything. It bothers me. It's like, no, Thomas Tuchel, was it? Listen, but maybe Boehly left it too late to sack him. Yeah, the timing is not great. But I'm sure Boehly's that's what I mean. We can't just say it's not a normal takeover. Boehly's not come in and gone, I'm going to fire everyone and go like this. No, people have quit on him. He's had to do this and that.
Yes.
So he's had to take
Let's imagine Boehly walk like
and
that.
the main man there.
Good meal, yeah.
He's not, they're not connecting. You can't keep someone around who's showing, whatever behaviours that is not acceptable. And you know what? He had to go in the end. And that might hurt a lot of people. But, and you know what? I don't think it's a downgrade on Potter at all. And Potter's on the up. And you know what? It'll be interesting to see how if it does go sour, which apparently every Chelsea fan seemingly think that's going to happen, or some of them even want it to happen for some reason. Then it'll be see what they do to. I would like the board to actually go, nah, we gave this guy 5 years. We want to see him do something. It's you players that are going to have to go before this guy. It's not happening.
Hopefully,
you saw two former. Nah, it's not happening.
I don't want it to go sour. I'm just basing it based on our last, probably 15 years.
Hasan, it's been one game, dude. One game.
I was on about the thing getting sour based upon previous managers, and I know it's the old regime, but I've read that Boehly is quite ruthless in a way but I believe
the Dodgers. He has the manager that's been there for 7 years, bro.
I believe he will choose the right guy. I believe he is Todd Boehly's guy, and I want him to give it a chance.
All right.
I'm just gonna wait out. I'm gonna be patient. I'm not gonna blame Potter for any mistakes.
Yeah, but you're gonna blame Boehly if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Anyways, so on Tuchel, look, I love Tuchel. He was a great manager, probably one of the greatest to ever step foot in Chelsea, but that doesn't mean he was without his mistakes. And I think towards the end, we were seeing more and more of his imperfections. Now, Jimmy, I'm gonna let Jimmy on. This guy is gonna be a riot. He's gonna put me on a split. I already know he's gonna put me in a spliff. But all right, Jimmy, you're on, bro. How you doing, brother?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes. I hear the wax paper in the background. You ready, bro?
No, I smoke out of hemp.
There you go.
We got to get rid of the German Nicholas Bender. Yeah. He got to go.
Nah, I disagree.
The German Nicholas Bender, bro. That's his new name. He's yo, I swear to, do you know how many oh my gosh. All right, all right, less of that. We can get back to him.
Okay.
While you guys were talking, I decided to go on Twitter and look back at the goal 10 times. I counted 10 times. I said I'm going to watch it 10 times. So I'm not mistaken. Azpilicueta had nobody else to watch except the person who scored. There was nobody behind him. It was literally one person for Aspi to watch, and it was the person who scored the goal. This have nothing to do with his age, his speed, any of that. That could have been a striker in the box, and I would be just as pissed off because all he had to do was literally mark him body to body. That's it. That's it. Now, if the ball bounce off the two of them and go in the net, we accept that for what it is. But I'm not accepting Aspie got piece of it. No, it actually nutmegged him. It went between his legs. It's even more embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing goal. And I see Matt's there. If that was Mendy, that goal went through, he would be here putting Mendy on the Barbie. Okay? So I want to hear Matt unmute and talk that shit. Because that ball, it's slow roll. The ball was in slow motion and it went right past.
Aspilicueta stuffed him up, man. Kepa thought Aspilicueta was 21 again and thought he could defend, thought he could get ball, then he blocks him. But I'm not gonna, say I think he should have done better because I expect Kepa to do better.
And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even blaming. I'm not blaming Kepa. But lately you've been flaming Mendy, so you gotta come with that same energy.
Yeah, so, I just explained it to you.
Can I just say, in the first half, actually, Kepa nearly cost us with that ridiculous pass to Jorginho.
Yes,
in the first half.
Yes. I was about to bring that up.
Mistakes can happen. Mistakes
for whatever reason, he shot a laser beam to Georgie, and we got lucky that he got fouled.
I'm just told his kicking's better. That's all. I'm just always told that. That's all.
It is better.
I'll give it to him. He does have. He had a couple passes that were nice. He had some good distribution. He had a few, but Aspilicueta, and it's funny because I would screenshot and show you guys. I'm in a group with my friends. I said, I have one issue. He said, what? I said, we literally have 3 defenders on the bench who are not only better than Aspie, they're in better form than him. And for a sentimental reason, I don't know, whatever, he's starting. And we almost made it to the finish line without him messing it up. And he blew a gasket. Because I watched back the replay. I watched it back. I told 10 times I watched it. And I tried to, and I watched it biased. I said, let me try to make an excuse for Aspie. The last 5 times I watched it, I looked for an excuse for why Aspie wouldn't have just ran and there was none. That was literally the only threat in the box was that person. Yeah. When that's the only threat, you just gotta go mark him. You don't have to worry about anything else. The keeper got everything else. You have to go and mark the only threat in the box. And yes, Silva shouldn't have slide tackle, but his slide tackle did not lead to the goal. One thing led to the goal. Aspie did not mark the only threat in the box.
Well, hold on. Two things.
That pass to Jorginho was shit, Josh. I know you don't like Jorginho, but that pass to him was shit. Okay.
No, Josh, that pass was horrible. It was horrible, man. It was horrible. If you watch it back, Jorginho actually stuck his knee out and saved the pass from steaming by him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He didn't block it with his foot. He stopped it with his knee. And luckily got fouled because the ricochet wasn't coming directly back to him. It went into the open, and the other team, was it Salzburg or Leipzig? Salzburg.
Yeah,
he got the ball, but it's just a defender came in with too much force and knocked him over.
But the problem with Aspie is he should have gone. He should have gone in the summer. But
it was.
But our former manager persuaded the board to give him a new 2-year contract. That's what happened.
And then 5 games in, we sacked him.
And I blame all parties for.
Listen,
That's the board relying on Tuchel. That's football relying on Tuchel to understand why they want to keep it.
I have a question to ask you guys. Well, first thing, I want to address something that Jimmy pointed out before, which was look, I'm not trying to absolve Aspie of anything. He should have man marked better. And if you did see the replay, you saw that he was man marking him up until the Nigerian cut back and Aspie lost track of him at that point. So it's just, I think it's with age that it's starting to get to him, that he's not quick with it like he used to be. The other thing that I want to say, and it's referring to this comment right here. We can't automatically absolve Partey of any wrongdoing. Even if it's his first game, you don't start Aspie, Havertz, bring on Ziyech. Okay. You got to take into consideration, this is the manager's first game. He's going to try lineups. He's going to experiment with players, and he's going to see something in training that he doesn't normally see on the pitch. He's not at Brighton watching Chelsea games and studying Chelsea and spending his days just watching EPL games all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's focusing on his team and how to build his team. So I'm not going to get on Potter for his decision making today. I think you start. Hold on, real quick, Jimmy. You're good, man. I think I'm going to give Potter the benefit of the doubt for starting Aspie, Kova, Jorginho, because like Tuchel when he came in, I think he just wanted to start with some experience. Just so you guys know the team, you know how they play, lead the team for me, and let me learn from this game. Go ahead, Jimmy.
I don't even blame him for putting Aspie on, because the mistake that Aspie made was so basic. You know what I mean? It wasn't like Aspie was out there getting cooked. So the tactics worked. Aspie let up a goal just being, I don't even know what to call it, because there's no way somebody of that experience should allow that. It wasn't nothing physical wrong, nothing about Aspie's lack of athleticism let him down.
It was keeping him on. That's the thing. Should have subbed him.
Up to that point, he hadn't even really done anything that would make you even say he should get subbed. But he just made a basic kid error. Like, he just is no other offensive player in the box. It's only one. All you gotta do is look over your shoulder. There he is. Mark him. That's it. Like, that's it. But another thing I agree with Texas Blue is, I'm sorry, I gotta agree. What has anybody saw besides that little purple patch from Ziyech that would make you put him in the game? Ziyech is just not a good footballer. Like, I know what he did at Ajax. I understand that. It's literally been almost 3 seasons since then. If we sitting around,
honestly,
that
shot was so
easy. He said his soul left his body 2 years ago. He has this.
We lost Aspie in the Champions League. That's the last time. We traded Aspie's soul for a Champions League.
Yo, go ahead, yo. I don't know if you laugh at his stuff, man, but yo, that one was on point right there. Yo, that was on point.
Goat AM in chat, man. All right.
For real. I mean, like, yo, Aspie's dead. He's dead food. But I mean, like, he literally just, like my pops would say, he shit the bed. Like, it was nobody else there. But Ziyech, back to Ziyech. He has to. Remember last time what I said? He should have to play what? With his kit inside out. Now they should just give him a keeper's jersey. He should have to play in the keeper's jersey. I'm tired of him, yo. It's no more. It's nothing.
Wait, should play one of those retro kits.
Apparently, Potter out trending. What the fuck am I looking at?
Are we serious right now? Just fan base.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
I literally, if you want to have a laugh, right? Go to Rory Jennings' page, right? Look at the day before we fired Tuchel. He had a thing that said Tuchel should be out, and then and then the next video, don't read the title, just press play. The first 2 minutes, he says I can't believe we fired Tuchel.
Yeah.
He didn't expect it. I saw it, yeah. He talked about it as well. He talked about it like on, I think, Two Geordies, yeah, like he was saying, like...
I said, yo, this is the greatest. This is the great, and I don't follow him. I make sure I would not give him a subscription. He get a view or two from me every now and then, but I would not give him the benefit of me subscribing to his page. Some of these people are shameless. Like what's the dude named Johnny? Never. I watch his videos to laugh. Yeah, I watch his videos to laugh, but I will not subscribe. Never. Never would I ever subscribe.
Then, yeah, we'll go backstage.
Don't let him hear you say that, man.
We'll go
Take you backstage.
Yeah, he called him the bargain bin Rafinha. That's exactly.
But like, this is the thing. Like, I hate this because look, I agree. I think Ziyech should be leaving the club. He doesn't want to be here.
He has to go.
But what frustrates me, Jimmy, is that when this man actually wasn't good for him and playing decently, he gets dropped. And that's
you know
Tuchel.
what? Listen, when Ziyech was in form, right, I actually was like, okay, this is it. He's unlocked. This is it. And then did he get hurt and then didn't go back in? What happened? Something. I don't think he just
got
dropped
dropped.
him.
He just dropped him.
But whatever happened when he got,
there was one instance
dropped,
where he got hurt in training or some bullshit.
I remember he got a knock.
times that's happened.
But there was multiple instances where it was just he wasn't played. He was out of favor. That's it.
Yeah, but it's time. His time is up now. I can't. I have no more arguments for him. Like even some of his.
Wouldn't you want to at least kind of try him in a 10?
No.
I'm curious about that.
Here's my problem with that.
Said no so quick.
He loses the ball too much. Remember who's behind him? That's Jorginho back there. Could you imagine Ziyech losing the ball in the middle of the pitch and everybody going full head of steam towards Jorginho? No, bro, we don't want that. And Ziyech is going to lose the ball. And if he's in the middle of the pitch, he can't do his Hail Mary crossing. Who he's going to cross the ball to? You can't cross from the middle of the pitch. He has no use, bro. Let's just be real. And then how is his crossing so wizardry, but he can't beat the first man from a corner? When was the last time he beat the first man? Think about his 2 free kicks in the last game. It looked like he was targeting the guy in the front line, somebody balls. It looked like he was having target practice on somebody's sack, bro. Was he trying to cross the wall? Or was he trying to go under it?
Yeah.
Yeah, tonight should have been a nice little 1-0 victory, and we go off on our 1-month break because we're about to be off about a month.
Yeah,
and we look forward to something good, but it's and then we come back and we play Vieira. Whoa, Vieira, and he's been putting managers in splits, bro. So I'm worried about that game.
You're about to see Conor Gallagher rip off his Chelsea shirt and have the Crystal Palace
well,
shirt.
Conor Gallagher can do whatever he wants because that dude, oh man, I can't believe I was actually hyping him up.
The blonde mount, as Alex says. Redneck.
You want me to be honest? That's actually disrespect to Mount because Conor Gallagher. Listen, Conor Gallagher. Listen, I've watched Conor Gallagher would dribble full speed, right? And just to go left, he has to completely stop. He's like, yo, my daughter dribbles better than this dude. Like, we have some of the most, these guys can't dribble by people. We gotta get more talent on that. Now, when I think about it, oh my gosh, like, Mount can't dribble past people. Ziyech can't dribble past people. Pulisic, for whatever reason, can't dribble past people anymore. He used to dribble past people. Listen what I'm naming. These are all guys that cannot dribble by people. And this is who we're looking for to score. It's never going to happen, man. We're in trouble. Now, the more I talk, the more and more depressed I get.
Stop talking, bro. God damn. No, I'm worried how pessimistic a lot of the fans seem to be about Potter. It's like, bro, he just played one game.
It's
Like,
because their man crush got sacked, man. That's what it is.
well, I get it. Like, fine, Tuchel got sacked, but we were playing so shit under Tuchel, people. I love Thomas Tuchel. I could even admit that.
Winter Surfer, you said something that made so much sense to me. It's like, how 21 second standing ovation for two. So how about the 23rd minute we do it for Di Matteo? He won us a Champions League too.
I know,
Only
right?
thing he just didn't get a song.
Want to do
Like,
it 50,
people, like,
want to do it 50
It doesn't feel
somebody- No, all jokes aside, somebody has to tell me, what did Thomas Tuchel, and then like this idea that he managed us well during the sanctions. What did he do? We dropped off form during the sanctions.
To be fair, he should not have been in that position during the sanctions.
To do what?
No.
To do what though? What did he have to
Like-
answer some questions?
Man, when you're in that position, you want to focus on the football. You don't want to have to be constantly asked about the
Marshall,
sanctions. Roman, what's your opinion on
real.
this?
How often he had to do that for 5 or 10 minutes at a time, one time a week. And if you really be honest, he had all week to practice for the same generic. Sometimes we give people credit. Like, do y'all know how much they pay that man?
A lot.
Not
He
enough.
had to do
in my opinion.
one press conference a week. They have to do. Think about American sports. These coaches do a press conference a day. I see people complain that it's one press conference a week he had to do.
But it's in that situation where like it's such a viewed thing around the world, and it's such a hot button topic at the time. You say one wrong thing, Jimmy, that could fucking make or break your career.
Do you know where he really? He could have really said something really basic and got out of it. All he really had to say is, "I'm here to talk football."
Yeah, wow. But he did.
Wow, you heard that?
He did.
You heard that?
He's told him.
Marshall, you know this. Coaches make it hard on themselves. Look at Bill Belichick. Why? What does Bill Belichick say? Simple answer for simple questions. How do you feel about the war? I am a football coach. Next question. Anybody have any football questions? That's all you. Anybody have any football questions? That's it. So like, I'm tired of people making it seem like.
I don't know.
He didn't weather no big
just a lot.
Listen, because he almost lost top 4. That's what he did last year.
The English media wanted to throw him under the bus and wanted him to say bullshit about Roman behind Roman's back, as he's a fucking employee of Roman still. You know, the media was gonna fish, and they're still gonna ask, even though they don't. You say, "Oh,
so
I'm
we
a coach, I'm a manager."
So we giving him props for saving his job.
I'm giving him props for being put in a position he shouldn't have been put in. Someone else in the Chelsea group or whatever should be in charge of handling those questions, or in charge of the media and making sure that Tuchel gets actually asked questions about the fucking job he's supposed to do, not about the politics. It's just a lot. And on top of that, you got the team in bad form, all this shit. You don't know what the future is going to happen. It's like, it's a lot of pressure. So I'm not going to like egg on Tuchel, be like, you should have just said this. And like, hindsight's 2020. They at the time, they didn't know what the fuck was going to happen with their club. So, you know, I don't egg on Tuchel for that.
I'm not saying he said or did anything wrong. I'm asking, what did he do to deserve what people are acting like? People acting like we fired him right after he won the Champions League. You see, if we fired him right after that, I would be like, what the hell? But
yeah, no, I get it.
He's not. He
won us a Champions League.
What I'm saying
is,
it's
not
just
he won us.
It's a big thing.
Brought the fan base into unity and brought the belief.
You remember how toxic this fan base was after the sacking of Lampard, Jimmy?
Was split when Sarri and Lampard came along, but he just brought them back in and brought that belief where PSG, Bayern, we could go toe to toe against them.
I think sometimes
now it's split under Tuchel. So
as fans, we get
now that he's sucked. It's gone back to.
It was getting split.
No, it was never. This fan base was never together. No, hold on, let's get this straight.
It was.
It was this fan base been split. Yeah, this fan base was never together. Let's cut it out. Let's cut it out.
Together, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this fan base.
I thought it was until like last season ended, like after Champions League run. I felt like there's more Tuchel out, and like people.
Up until December when Romelu opened his big mouth and then Chilwell got injured. That's where divides started to happen again.
Actually, the fan base started uniting after Lukaku. The fan base listen. When everybody listen, when everybody was Lukaku out, and then Havertz had that purple patch, that was the most united the fan base was under Tuchel. But it fell off. We started leaking like a pipe. We fell off, and it, you know what I mean. We fell off, and the Havertz purple patch fell off. And it almost went completely, bad until Arsenal shit the bed. We didn't really hold anybody off. It's just the other team shit the bed.
I mean, no one ever talked about it. His league form is
trash. Oh, his league form is terrible.
Our league form under Tuchel is
terrible.
Some of the worst.
And my problem with our league form. And my problem with our league form under Tuchel is who we lose and draw to. Yeah. He plays well against Liverpool. He plays well against but look how we play against Arsenal, bro. Like, come on, like.
But can I ask you guys something?
The same players make it daft mistakes.
You know what it is?
Who keeps picking them, Hasan? Who keeps picking them?
You know what it is? Hi. Teams that we play against, that we perceive ourselves to be better than, something I've been noticing for a very long time, we underestimate, and that's why we end up losing or drawing.
But when you say we underestimate, you mean the players? Brian, you mean the players? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Because I've seen when the Champions League group stage was, and this is when it truly clicked, when the Champions League group stage draw was made, and everyone was like, "Oh, guys, easy group, we'll get out easily." I was like, "Really?"
Nope.
AC Milan are champions of their country, and we're playing Salzburg and Zagreb, who can be tricky ties if underestimated. We did the same thing last year. Remember last season when we were on this amazing high from the Champions League? We played Juve first game. Everyone said it'd be easy. I said we will struggle. We ended up losing 1-0. Like, we do this all. That's why when we play Arsenal, we end up losing, because we underestimate them. That's why when we played Man United the past few seasons, we end up drawing, because we underestimate them. We underestimate these teams. And it's a mentality issue with these players.
Do we really underestimate?
Hold on.
Overestimate our bombs.
Boys, real quick. I'm going to leave the stream to Winter Surfer. I'll be in chat because I do have to head out. But I do want to leave you guys on this too, because we're on this topic right now about Tuchel. Would you say, though, like, it's hard to put Tuchel's league form that much on Tuchel, considering how
error prone.
Not even that, but like how he was backed. Like, he only really got Lukaku, and he was trying to implement a system with players that weren't familiar with this kind of system. Like, we were playing 4 at the back, proper Brexit football prior to Tuchel,
Doesn't that mean, though, that you're didn't get back? He was on the same players for 18 months in the same system and kept picking the same people over and over
but that again. You see that last thing Andrew said is his stubbornness. He kept. You see, if he was switching up that lineup and giving other guys a chance at times when Mount and Havertz and those guys were off, I will fully say he got no blame. But
that's
he kept playing these guys.
It's not even. Hold on. It's not even. Hold on 1 second, Prime, and then I'll let you go. It's not even just backing in a sense of like players to be in a starting 11. He didn't have depth, and we give him we give him an pass for the first season because he was working with what Lampard had damaged, right? But that second season, when he had his whole midfield injured, when he had his whole defense injured, when he had his whole attack injured, he didn't really have many choices now, did he? So that's why I'm also like, maybe it's also the board not backing him when they should have, and I can't really judge him too harshly on that either. Now, this season, I was looking forward to seeing what he's going to do in the league when he has Aubameyang, Raheem Sterling, Zakaria, all these extra depth players, and he gets sacked seven days in.
But even still, we haven't up. Our squad is still the same as last season in terms of quality.
No,
I think
we have so much more depth.
I don't think we don't.
We have Fofana, we have Koulibaly, we have Cucurella, who's now a backup for Reece James. We got rid of Alonso. We got
Fofana and Koulibaly.
I'm sorry, Chilwell. Thank you.
Fofana and Koulibaly, like, is there kind of much difference between them and Christensen and Rudiger? They're both top.
Yeah, that's like almost an even trade-off.
Yeah.
I agree with Prime.
Even then, like we had to replace those players.
It was just only like a little upgrade, just a little.
But to me, Chilwell doesn't look like he's fully fit and ready. So I still think that Alonso.
Tuchel even said that. Tuchel even said Chilwell wasn't fully ready yet.
When you look at our forwards, and I understand this, you can say he's stubborn in terms of still picking those same players, but our backup options aren't better. They're not, or at least they're not showing themselves to force their way through. I know it's like Tuchel has some of his own faults. I do get it, but like I've been saying this, the same squad, like they're not gonna do anything. They don't have pride. They'll put a bit of a bounce, or Potter maybe, but then they'll show their true quality, and Potter will end up being thrown under the bus.
I hope you're wrong about that, because I'm so tired of the manager getting thrown under the bus. I really hope that Hasan and you are wrong about this and he gets the time, because I'm tired of, like,
I don't want our club to suffer.
How many managers do we need to go through in order for us to realize that the attack is a problem and the inability to be clinical?
It's not just the players who throw the manager under the bus. The fan base will as well. The fan base. I'm not saying you guys per se, but the same Chelsea fans, you guys will all be saying the same thing of, oh well, Potter, he's still picking this guy over and over. He's not playing well. Well, the options on the bench are not much better.
I don't even think
we have a midfield issue where players are injured, and then the backup options we have aren't much better, and we're being cost games. Or people will say, oh, Mendy's not good enough. Well, the guy on the bench, if it's Kepa or whoever, and then whatever bullshit, the guy's not much better either. Like, it'll be the same issue of the squad not being good enough. I don't want Potter per se, but I won't turn against him because I know there are bigger issues at Chelsea.
But I don't even think this season the fan base really put Tuchel under the bus. I think the fan base was going to be willing to give him more time, but they said that in the direction that we were going, he was going to get sacked, which I think we all agree with.
That's why they sacked him when they did. That's why, because if they were always planning to sack Tuchel anyway, it was only a matter of when.
Maybe.
They sacked him when they did, because the majority of this fan base had turned.
We will talk more about the sacking here on the channel this weekend for the Casually Chelsea show. But I do have to head out, boys. I'm going to leave you with Andrew, and you guys continue this conversation. Make sure you're smashing that like button, people. 46 of you watching. Smash the like button. Check out the links in the description. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this whole game, and if you're Potter out, Potter in, whatever. But boys, I'm leaving you with Andrew. Andrew, take care of the stream.
Take care, Marshall. See you soon. No, so I was gonna say, right, with the whole Potter situation, my biggest fear is the players, these bummy players that we have. Boehly has to set things right and say, listen, whether you like him or not, he's gonna be the guy, as what Andrew said. And I don't know if the players will listen. Because, like, if we, the sooner these players have to listen, I think, because it's either gonna be Boehly or Potter if none of these players listen. And I don't want to stop picking and choosing between them two. Because exactly, everyone knows who I'm going to stop picking. And yeah, I just don't like some of these players. They're all on fraud watches on me. And I think Boehly will sort them out in the next couple of windows. Well, he has to.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. As a collective, I hate these players. As a collective, hate might be a bit strong. I dislike them very much. This is probably my least favourite set of Chelsea players ever, because of the way they stroll about, the way they think they're better than they are. You're right. Something has to change at this club. Players cannot think they can run everything. That's where the owner comes in and goes, like you said, don't care what happens, or essentially, okay, so something's happening, but this guy's staying beyond you. If I have to choose, I choose this guy over you. That's what has to happen. That's what has to change at this club for us to get right. Because I don't think previously, as great as Roman Abramovich was, and he was fantastic for this club, I don't think we were run very well at all. You know, I think what
Mm.
happened is we won a trophy every couple of years, back to back.
You
and
know what it was, Andrew.
papered over everything.
Mm.
You know,
It's literally like we had an elite spine, and it was just top class managers walking in saying, "Could you handle the elite spine and keep them happy?"
City to overtake us. It's allowed City to overtake us. Us not running properly and backing managers over players in certain. Don't get me wrong. Some managers deserve to be sacked. I have no doubt about that. But that's why we're falling behind City.
Yep.
You know,
We've fallen behind since 2017.
City will overtake us in trophies. Like
And
in the
Andrew,
last 10 years.
it's like Potter may, Boehly may say that Potter is the guy for long term and stuff. Like, I don't believe it until I see it. Like, if next season or even maybe this season we get a few bad batterings and stuff, and we're in 6th, 7th, 8th, and the fan base changes and players, because these, as bad as I say these players are, I know they're at least a top 4 standard, right? But if these players are underperforming extremely, the fan base turns. Well, because Boehly's a new owner. Is he going to say, no, this is my guy, we're building for the future? Chelsea fans, you have to accept it. And players who don't want to play for him, you're being sold next window. Or will he sack Potter and bring in someone else because he's a new owner and he has to appease the fan base?
This is what I was going to say. He's also signed a guarantee under Roma that he has to compete to win within the 10 years.
Potter's not going anywhere, bro. He's not going.
No. I hope he does. No, I hope he doesn't. I hope he's true.
You don't even have to hope it. He's not. He's just not. Listen, one thing I realized with Chelsea fan base is they really can't get out of their head that Roman ways what we used to. Get it completely out of. Boehly does not care about the tradition of us getting rid of a manager. Boehly does not care, and this is what we have to go off of. His track record. I know a lot of guys over in other European countries don't know Todd Boehly, don't know his track record. That's what we can go off of. People keep saying he's new to this game. He's new to this specific game, but he's not new to the game of owning a sports team. He's not a specialist in baseball. He's not a baseball coach. He has the best team in baseball because he hired people, put them in all right. His baseball team right now is the best team in the league, right? What has he been doing the last how many months? He's been doing one thing, flying up and down, taking care of Chelsea business. And look at his baseball team. It's still in first place. Once he get in position, the people that he want, we will not even see him anymore. We won't see him. When he first took over the Dodgers, it was the same thing. I remember seeing his face. I remember kept saying, who is this guy? Who's this Boehly guy? Slowly and slowly and slowly, you stop seeing him. He puts people in position. Because if you look at the best owners in American sports, they're not that much hands-on. They just put the best people in position, and then they step back, and then they watch it work. That's what they do. That's what he's doing. Look at the top name DOFs and technical directors he's going after. He's going at the top names. And everybody like, oh, I don't think he's going to get this guy. I don't think. You reach for the top. So who you end up hiring ain't going to be too far from the top. So all these people that was upset that we were shooting at the top players and not getting them, that's okay. Because you're not going to end up with the best of the best of the best, but what you end up with is going to at least be as close to that. So we're not getting. I said that to say this. I'm sorry I took so long to get to the point. Potter's not going anywhere. He brought Potter in. He's going to give Potter every chance to try it his way. I don't think no grumbling from no fan base. Like, all right, like put it like this. If the Cronkies gave in to their fan base, would Arsenal be doing what they're doing now? Let's just be honest. because they had to give they had to have the vision to say, see, most people would look at it, Arsenal fans, they're not going to give credit to the Cronkies because they don't want to. But they didn't see that. The Cronky said, you know what? Arteta has a vision. Let's try it. We're going to give it a chance. If it don't work, egg on our face, we're going to have to fire him. But we have to give him a chance. They gave him a chance. Now, I don't think Arsenal is these world beaters, but I watch a lot of Arsenal because a lot of my friends are Arsenal fans, and I know what I'm watching. That ain't the same Arsenal. It's a threat because they got an ethos, they got a plan, and they set back and they let it go through the ups and the downs. These Chelsea fans that's running in with this, we have to win a trophy, we have to win this. Oh, Roman wouldn't accept this. I watch a lot of the terrorists. The one thing that Terry say that people don't really stick to their head, the more and more teams that got money, the less and less successful we got. And it's a reason for that. Because that money, the money that we had that we used to be able to use as power, we can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We have to get a plan. And with the whole winning the Champions League, I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I got a video of me on my social media. I was crying. I cried when we won the Champions League. But guess what? And I'm not one of the people that like to say take away. Besides the Champions League, we didn't make any progress.
No,
the same way Tuchel got the team, it's kind of the same way where it was with the Champions League, which will never be downplayed.
That's a fact because they said. I think I read the Athletic report saying that some of the bums that wanted to leave stayed because they won the Champions League.
Yeah, exactly.
And they set us back.
Because remember, Lampard got us a 4th place finish. Tuchel finished last year. We finished 1 point in front of Tottenham, and I think 2 or 3 or 4 in front of Arsenal. That's kind of no different than 4th. So we can't go overboard with the Tuchel like we're making it seem as if we lost the pep. I'm sorry, we didn't. I would have rather us keep Tuchel, but we didn't lose pep. We didn't lose pep. And to be honest, if we would have played tonight, normal Tuchel ball, we probably would have lost.
Yeah, we lost. Definitely lost. Yeah.
And what you saying?
No, my thing, I'm again, I'm cool with giving Potter time, and I just hope Boehly brings in the right. I've just been saying this: footballing minds to run this club. I've been saying this even near the end with Roman. I need footballing. I need a director of football. I need scouts, everything. Footballing mind, because we have the money. It's all there.
Agreed. Agreed.
Let's footballing minds run this club. When we had Lampard, but I didn't want him. I said, Roman, if Lampard's your guy, that's cool. Bring in footballing minds and actually give Lampard a chance to succeed.
Give him a good chance. Yes.
Let's bring in footballing minds. Because Tuchel's a superior manager. Give this guy a chance, because we're competing in one-off games with some of the best. So let's give him players, see what we can do. We now have Potter. He's a good coach. He can develop players, but there's only so much he can really do with this squad. It's not good enough. And if these players underperform to him or they down tools, what's going to happen? I hope Boehly doesn't buckle to, and you've said he won't, so fine. You watch American football. I will take your word. So that's fine.
He won't.
No. I know. He won't. That's fine. But I'm saying with Chelsea fans, I know what this fan base is like. You have to give it. There's going to be growing pains. There is growing pains with Liverpool and even City for a little bit. You have to give it time. If it takes, especially just to get rid of these bad players, you have to give it time. He's not going to do
anything. To give you an example, the Dodgers, before they won, they got to the World Series and lost like 2 or 3 times with the same manager. He ran it back. He just kept because he knew I'm one piece away. He just needed another pitcher, another starting pitch. He was one piece away. So and Boehly wasn't getting in the way. Once he put those baseball minds in position, he's hands off. So I'm 1,000% sure. Once one thing I will say is this: once he put those football minds in position to run the club, he's gonna allow them to run the club. But what he will do, that's probably gonna annoy a lot of other fans that we're not gonna really care about. He's going to try to put his imprint on the EPL itself financially. Trying to give them like these people that's losing their mind over him saying an all-star game. He wasn't saying he want one. These are ideas you throw against the wall. These are just it's like brainstorming. It's like, look, he's saying, look, we do this with baseball. We raise $200 million with one bullshit game. See, what people don't realize, all-star games in America, they're bullshit. People don't play hard. It's not aggressive. You don't have to break your neck. Fans are paying
entertainment.
for the entertainment, the spot. To me,
popularity bullshit.
If people want the Prem to remain the best league, these are the things you're gonna have to do. You want to stay ahead of the curve because these other leagues will adopt it. They're not gonna sit down and they're gonna adopt it. And
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? This was a few years ago. This was like someone came out with this. Well, not an idea because it's been going on, but someone said that the Premier League should do this. I can't remember who said it.
Rio said it in 2011. I saw a tweet of this.
But the thing is, no one complained. They were just like, "Oh, American, ha ha ha." But there was no public outrage. But because Boehly says it, like
but I don't like. All right, like I ain't trying to turn this stream into like a weird left, but I won't. But I gotta say, as a black person living in America, I go through a lot of different type of discrimination. It's weird to me how quick people could be xenophobic and then just be okay. Like me being a person who live in America that like European football, I hear it a lot. And people so comfortable doing it. And also me as a black man, I'm gonna tell you, I gotta be honest, it's almost the same feeling because people dismiss or put something on you just because, you're American, so you have to be this. And like even on like the content shows where like if somebody put up a super chat that said something anti-gay or anti-Muslim, you would never read it. I watch super chat and people just read them. They like, oh, his American ways, his American this, get this American out my club. And I'm like, erase American with black, Chinese, Irish, like it's like the xenophobia that's thrown around towards Americans. It's like, it's weird to me. It's weird because it's like sometimes it has nothing to do with the fact that a person is American. Sometimes it's just their thought. It's not an American thought. Like some of the stuff that Boehly do, he's a billionaire businessman. Like I'm an American too. I was born in America. Me and him don't think alike. He's a billionaire. He thinks like a billionaire. He don't think like an American. He thinks like a billionaire. Or a lot of these ideas that he throw around for money that fans turn their nose up. You know what the other owners are doing?
They're listening.
Yeah.
They're rubbing their chin going,
And you know what? We're going to have another stream on weekend. Obviously, we're not playing, but we'll obviously talk. Probably be a call-in thing, probably, and we'll just get people on.
Might do North versus South.
Maybe, but I need to wrap up because I need to jump on Sarcasm City and put a few people right about things.
Did something happen there?
No.
You got to go over there and defend this shit team, huh?
It's getting 1 a.m. So. I want to thank everyone for jumping on. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave comments as well. See, what do you want us to discuss this weekend? Because we ain't got no game. So
no game.
Discuss it. You know what I mean? We've got no game. We've got no game. So what do you want us to discuss?
Well, I
leaving
think we should
the
carry on with the
I
Boehly
was
thing.
on Sa- I was
carry
on
on with the
City
Boehly thing.
fans.
We can.
Yeah,
Boehly's
Boehly's vision on the Premier League.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe we'll just have a random call-in show.
Exactly.
You
And
know what,
obviously
maybe
you
a
got
random-
Jimmy, who's an expert in Boehly.
Maybe have a
was.
random
Or
call-in
we could
show
talk
and
about
you
the
guys
4-4-3, man. We could talk about the
Yeah.
4-4-3.
4-4-3.
You know what's funny? You know what it is? Yeah, I know that sounds funny, but it's like what's annoying is Boehly will say something, and because the terminology will be off or he'll say it incorrectly, people will take that verbatim. Like, no,
Prime, you know what's funny?
actually listen to what he's saying, not just the little snippet of 4-3-3.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I watch the Terrace all the time, right? And you know they talk formations and all. You know how many times I've heard quote unquote Terrace experts call out a lineup with one too many players? I've seen it 1,000,000,001 times. So when he said 4-4-3, I'm like, okay, me and my friends, we do that all the time. You know how many times you type it out and you look and you go, oh shit. I mean, so it's because he's American. I'm telling you, it's kind of it's starting to get corny.
And the thing is, he's not a football expert, so he doesn't know the little nuances or whatever. Fair enough, but
you probably can't the goalkeeper as
part
part of the
for
formation.
example, if I bought a basketball team or a baseball team or whatever, like there's a lot of stuff I probably wouldn't know. Like that doesn't mean it's wrong or per se. It's just like I don't know the nuances. Like big deal. He hasn't been watching football for 20 years like you guys.
Exactly.
Big deal.
Exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, he still owns the club.
Do you know what? We'll discuss that further. Maybe if you call in Saturday, if you haven't got a subject, or if you do call in, that's what we'll discuss. Like I say, thanks for joining us. We'll be back this weekend. Have a good day.
Peace.